Hey Sagittarius, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good month of May. I hope you're having a good weekend. This is your Who You Hanging With May-June reading for 2019. I just got finished doing your How's Your Money and How's Your Honey. So you probably want to watch that one first because I'm pretty sure the energy is going to segue right into this. That reading had a lot to do with some of the toxic things that some Sagittarians are going through in their relationship now. And that reading actually kind of tied into their money. So this is a Who You're Hanging With Sagittarius 9-card spread. 3 for recent past, 3 for current energy, 3 cards for future energy, plus 2 for overall, and 3 for guidance from the universe. And I will pull an oracle card from each of the 2 oracle decks that I have to see what decks I'm using. You can read below. Thank you to everybody that's liked, shared, and subscribed. If you have not, please feel free to do so. And this is a reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So Sagittarius, let's pick this up where we left off. These videos will be back to back. So if you go on to the channel, the Taurota Tarot channel, and look at the videos, Sagittarius, How's Your Money, How's Your Honey, and Who You Hanging With should be right next to each other. So catch the How's Your Money, How's Your Honey first, and then you can get this one. So let's see what we got for overall energy. The Sun card, and I've been pulling the second card out of the decks. I promise you that 6 of Cups that I just pulled will explain itself as we go along. All right, let's see what we got going on, Sagittarius. Oh, yeah. Okay, 3 of Swords for recent past. 2 of Coin. Judgment card. Current energy. 2 of Wands. King of Coin. 6 of Swords. 8 of Cups for your future. 10 of Swords, and the Hangman. Alright, Sag, so this is same energy. It's just a fuller view of what is going on. This is not going to resonate with everybody. But for those of you that it does, I'm sure you will hear what you need to hear. So your recent past for this reading, Sagittarius, with the 3 of Swords, is really what I was just talking about in the other reading for Sag. There's a third party situation that you are fully aware of now. You found this out. This has probably been within the last 5 or 6 weeks about your partner. From there with the 2 of Coins, it's like a situation. In this deck, the 2 of Coins also refers to not just being wishy-washy, but infinity. And when I see that, it's coming back as just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I said this in the last reading. And so, you know, you pull the one ball down on the one side and the water will go that way. And you pull the other ball down on the other side and the water will go this way. And if you keep doing that, it's just back and forth and back and forth. And Sag, you are tired of that. You were tired of all this back and forth with your partner. One day they're in, one day they're out. And it seems like some of you were told by your partner they were going to change, they were going to do this. That lasted all of 2.2 seconds, and they just flew the fuck out the window. And that's that wishy-washy energy with that infinity. Because you've been doing this for a while now, Sagittarius. Y'all didn't just get into this yesterday and just boom, had all these problems. This is really going to resonate with people that have been in relationships longer than a year. So 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, 4 years, however that's resonating with you. But this has been a cycle. Something happens, you and your partner fall out. Partner promises they'll do right. 2 weeks later, bam, right back in the same shit. Or maybe it's 3 months. But however your cycle is working, 6 months, however. This time, there was something else attached to it this little third party situation hanging out over here in the corner, and you're just tired, and that is exactly where the sunshine card comes in, about you just being tired and just trying to stand in your own personal power. Um, the strength card came up in the last reading. So I'm not surprised to see the sun card, because the same thing that I'm going to say about the sun card is pretty much what I said about the strength card. You have the power, Sag, you have the strength. It's time for you to stand up in your personal sunshine and stand on your personal truth and do what the fuck you need to do for yourself. Why are you sitting around trying to figure out why this person is being wishy-washy, or why they're not acting right, and how come they cheated on you, or why are they trying to act like they cheated on you, whatever, however that's resonating with you. You have to stand up in your own personal shit and start demanding that your partner not treat you like you are nobody. And if that means walking away, well, damn it, then that's what needs to happen. You can't continue, though, to go through this washing machine cycle shit every 3 weeks, every 6 months, every 90 days, every Mercury retrograde, whatever. You can't keep doing that. And I know very clearly in the last reading, I think it's the Five of Swords, the take a break card, where dudes just laid out on the little platform. Yeah, because you're going through this. And this is a bunch of mental bullshit. I'm just saying. Recent past, you made the decision. You made the decision. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I can't do this no more. Fuck you. Goodbye. And that was the judgment, and that was pretty much the end of it. I feel that a lot of you are still dealing with your partner, trying to accept the fact that you're not having no more of that bullshit. And so they're still trying to hang on for dear life and breathe life into something that is dead as far as you are concerned, Sagittarius. And let them continue to think that. You keep moving forward. Don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. For your current energy with the Two of Wands, back to the drawing board, baby. Back to the drawing board. But here's the catch with this picture. It is a picture in a picture, but it's the water back there. And in order to move forward, you gotta have your emotions in balance. The only other card that I would need to see on this table would be the Temperance card right now. You need to get in balance. You need to not have more water than you have sky, not have more sky than you have sand. You feel what I'm saying? If you look at the card, it's actually divided up into thirds. And if you want to just go by color, it might be broken down into fifths. If you want to take the gradient blue in there, add that in too. However you looking at this, it's time to start over. This is your current energy, and you gotta get your emotions settled. You're a fire sign, so you're ready to pop off anyway. You gotta give yourself a break, an emotional break, and let the emotional waters just calm down. You're not gonna be able to move forward. You can't do this. If this was a big tidal wave, ain't nobody painting in front of no doggone tidal wave. Really? No. So you have to have some balance. You got to get your emotions back in balance and back in check, so you can just get out of this and get into some new energy. That's really what you need to get into, some new energy. So it's not just about going back to the drawing board. It's not just about painting a new picture. It's not just about that initial manifesting energy. It's not just about that, but about having all the things that go along to make that happen, which means having your emotions in check, where you're not just ready to pop off. If you're angry, go talk to somebody, find your crew, find your posse, however that's working for you. But in order to get back to the drawing board, to paint a new picture, you're going to have some emotional calm. And right, you're angry right now. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. With the King of Coins here, Sagittarius, this is all about you having the confidence. And this is your centerpiece card and your challenge card. It's about you having the confidence to know that you can take care of you. Emotionally, financially, the whole nine. This is your challenge. You got to trust yourself enough to do this. You just do. You have to trust yourself enough to know that you can stand up on your own 2 feet. And this may not be resonating with a lot of you so much about money as it is emotional. And I know Sagittarius can get emotional. And when y'all do get emotional, y'all get emotional. And not in a water sign kind of way. Y'all got some different kind of shit going on with your emotional shit, but it's there nonetheless. You have the wherewithal. You don't believe you do, but you do. And this is your challenge, to know that you're the king and the queen and you run your shit. And you're good at it. That's what you need to know. You need to quit thinking that you're not worthy, that you don't have the strength, that you can't stand up in your own personal strength or your own personal power. You got all of this. You can do this. Your challenge is to recognize this and trust yourself enough to know you can stand up on your own 2 feet and you can take care of yourself emotionally. You don't need anybody to be feeding you a bunch of bullshit and leaving your ass out to dry. You just don't. From there, come on now. You're trying to get out of the chop into the calmer seas. And I just say that. And you need emotionally, you need to just tone it down. You're upset, rightfully so. You're angry, rightfully so. But you got to move out of that chop into the calmer waters. You want to do this, but if you're devastated, if you're fucked up, because your partner did some fucked up shit, yeah, you're busy trying to paddle out of that choppy water and get into some calmer water, but just know you got to keep paddling out of that choppy water. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. That's your current energy. Don't get stuck there. And once again, future energy, same shit. You're out the boat, you're on the ground. Now you got to get up off them cups and get on some dirt. Same shit. Same shit. Future energy. Different perspective. Mental. This is mental. Because this is swords. Air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But it's air. So this is mental. These are cups. It's emotional. Same thing. And that we were just talking about, going back to the drawing board and having that emotional balance. The 8 of Cups is sitting right underneath that 2 of Wands. Just saying. Just saying. 10 of Swords, the worst of it is over. Because now you know. Now you know this shit's fucked up. You know your partner fucked up. You know it's the end of this. So the worst of it is over. Only thing you have to do, change your perspective on yourself. Nobody else but you, Sagittarius. Don't change your perspective on a relationship. Fuck your partner. All this bullshit. Fuck that. You can change your perspective on you. Back to this overall energy. By you standing up in your personal strength and your personal power. Now let's just talk about the 6 of Cups that's floating around over here. In this deck, this is about past relationships, reunions, reaching out. There's an underlying thing, and I feel it, you know, that this may not be the end of this relationship. There may be at some other point a reiteration of this relationship. You may try it again, but there's a warning that goes along with that. I've heard people say leopards don't change their spots. I'll go a little further than that. Say people can change, but if somebody has shown you their true self and what they really are doing when nobody's looking, go with that. Don't go backwards. And don't go backwards, especially into some shit that you already know is fucked up. And you know in order for this person to stop doing some of the shit they're doing, they need to get some help, however that's resonating, either from a preacher, a counselor, a social worker, psychologist, whoever. And until that happens, you know, nothing's going to change. That's the warning with this card. If you try and do it again, but if you do, make sure the changes that are being said have happened, have really happened. Because for some of you, you may try to get back into this, or your partner may want you to get back into this, and they're going to be popping a whole lot of bullshit and saying nothing. So that's just a word to the wise. Like I said, those cards always have a way of explaining themselves at the end of something. Let's see what the universe has for guidance for you, Sagittarius. Please don't feel like the lone stranger. Every sign in the zodiac is going through some bullshit, especially if you are paired up with anybody else of any sign. Doesn't matter. It's just the nature of what's going on right now. So let's see what we got. Yep, commitment, Hierophant, Seven of Cups, and the Hermit. That the Hierophant is sitting right next to the Three of Swords. It's just telling me, and the universe is telling you, and this is a major card, you're doing the right thing. If you are getting a divorce, you're doing the right thing. Y'all hear me about commitment? So if this were upside down, y'all are doing the right thing. The universe is clearly saying that. You're thinking about your commitment, and the commitment ain't committed, keep it moving. Commitment will come, but for whatever process that you're in right now, Sagittarius, whatever growing thing you're going through, because this is about growing, you growing, and it really feels like for Sagittarius, for those who this resonates with, this is about growing in an emotional way, growing up in an emotional way, and being more mature in how you handle your emotions, because somewhere along the line that has played a part in all of this, whether or not your partner could handle your emotions, if you're a very emotional person, or if you've got a hot temper, or if you're just a very passionate person. But commitment will come. But know that you're doing the right thing now. Don't feel like you're breaking a commitment and you haven't given it 100%. It was either this reading or the last. Don't feel like this is your fault. I think that was the last reading. Do not feel like it's your fault. Because it's not. It is not your fault. You are not ready for the world. You may have some options out there, but you are not ready. You are not ready. This is cups. This is emotional shit. You're not ready for emotional shit. If this is reverse, this is not, you either not ready for the world card. You ain't ready. You got options. And if they're not there now, I'm sure they'll present themselves in the near future. You're not ready. So I would look at the options, consider the options, but I wouldn't be trying to make any fast moves right away. I would just be really slow and deliberate about what you're doing. That it's sitting right next to this card. Be really slow and deliberate. Whomever you choose for the future, and if it happens to be one of the options in these cups, emotional balance. Take your time. Don't rush off into no shit. And this is sitting right next to that card. So just know, you're not ready for the world yet. If you got options, if you got people hanging in wings, you know you broke up, or after you break up with this person, if you haven't done it yet, and, you get the little wink and the little hand wave, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that, don't rush into anything, because you won't be ready for it. It's going to take you some time, Sagittarius, to heal emotionally. These last two readings for you. You get a lot of emotional stuff. Deal with it. And again, if you're angry, you have a right to be angry. If your partner cheated on you and you didn't know shit about it and it wasn't okay with you, that's the good cause, good reason to be angry. However, you can't carry that energy with you forward. It's going to hold you back. So, the universe is telling you what I'm just saying. Time to take a moment. You're not lost. The hermit is not lost. He has a light. He got a staff. He know where the hell he's going, and he know how he getting there. But he's taking this time to contemplate some of that emotional, getting up off the rocky, onto the solid, It's time to do some contemplating, Sagittarius. It's not a bad thing. And if you've gone through this and it's been over any amount of time, it's going to take that time to get you to heal. And so before you get into anything else, make sure that you are emotionally ready and you're not schlepping around extra shit into a new relationship. Let's see what the oracles have for you, Sagittarius, for you, who you're hanging with. Foundation and achievements. Call on your joy guides. So, for future reference, Sagittarius, the foundation of your relationship is really where it feels like there were problems. Some of you did just, you built this on, built it on sand, and it wasn't really on solid ground. And that you have these mobility cards, as I call them. So the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, moving out of something into something. You've got to have a firm foundation with the person that you're with. And you know you have a firm foundation with somebody by what you achieve together. Hence the house, the family, the rainbow. If you are not seeing the product of your firm foundation, check your foundation. Check your foundation. That's probably the biggest thing the universe will tell you right now is check your foundation. Because you cannot build a solid relationship on no damn sand. It ain't going to ever work, ever in life. It's got to be solid ground. You're going to pay $500,000 for a house. Can you imagine? And you build it on sand? And then you get a sinkhole. And your house just gets swallowed up. I'd be mad as hell personally. But if you don't do the work, Sagittarius, I'm just saying. So all these little things I keep saying about healing, that helps to create a firm foundation. And the way, I'm going to say it again, the way you know you have a firm foundation is by what you achieve together with your partner. And the same can be said too for singletons. If you're just watching this for shits and giggles, whatever got fucked up, your job, whatever, got to build everything on a firm foundation. And the way you can recognize the kind of foundation you have is by what's being achieved. Period. Point blank, period. All this gloom and doom, damn it, call your joy guides, Sagittarius. Y'all know what this is. Call them folks to help you get happy. When I'm feeling depressed, I call on my joy guide. Hey, EJ, what's joy guide? Joy guide. Angels, the happy angels. Let's just call them happy angels. These are the folks that will go out of their way to make sure you find something to laugh at. Call on your joy guides. You need some joy in your life, Sagittarius. You cannot just be in your head and emotional and upset and this or that and the other and not laugh about something. Not find something every day to smile about. That will help. It'll go a long way in helping you achieve some emotional balance, like we've been talking about, and to break free of whatever toxicity is lingering on from this relationship. Just know that. Just know that. Sagittarius, I love you. I hope you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend if you're in the United States. If you're anywhere else, please be safe. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.